So, Brent Faiyaz dropped an album, and let me tell you, it's really interesting. It's nothing like we've had before, but it is, and I'm really happy about this project. I feel like he did something good. This project just feels less like a left turn, like more than like tightening of screws, if that makes sense. Like Brent like doubles down on the cold, like romantic persona he had, like since Saunderson, and like he was like working on that and like the album Wasteland. And the question I think is important is like whether or not he can create the vibe, which he can, yeah. But if that vibe can evolve, if that makes sense, like the production and stuff is lovely. Like the beats are just airy, minimal drums, warm bass. It's like anything that you could think of a Brent Faiyaz song is what it sounds like. And you know, Brent's vocals is a key part of his like music, and that's why he's such an iconic figure in like the R&B genre. Like, he's my favorite R&B artist, and there's not a lot of people that are really fans of R&B. It's just like, lyrically, like he's doing the same stuff on similar songs that he's put out, and he's basically saying like women who want more than him is willing to give like more to like I don't even know where I was going with that. Like women who want more than he is willing to give, that's what it's like. So they want more from him, and like I mean, yeah, that's like summarizing the lyrics, but when you genuinely listen to it, Brent wants to be like untouchable. I think when his best work on this album is no doubt, no doubt in my mind. It has to be Have to, because, I think Have to is such a good song on that album. It's like, I don't even say this. It's a good song. I listen to it every now, and I I think that the atmosphere in this album is really consistent, and there's no red flags that point out like any bad things, or just overall I think he did a really really good job in this album. Like it lives to the name. It's an iconic or icon like album that just came out, and with like all of the music and stuff that's coming out, this one really doesn't stand out that much. But if you're willing to like listen to an album and just ignore like all the other albums that are dropping, I think this one is so far the most consistent. Now I know Baby Keem's dropping like probably the time I have this video out, he's probably already dropped, but you know, I think a lot of people are hyping this album up, but I really think that this is a solid project, and the only thing that it's missing is like the risk of like of a album. He he's he's done it too well. He made it seem like this albums like too perfect. And when I look at how R&B has shifted in recent years, like artists are bending like the genre lines, like the line that makes it R&B, and it's he's he's really content to perfect his line, and that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. And genuinely, I feel like this is my favorite Brent Faiyaz album. Besides, like I love Larger in Life. Such a good album. I love it. I really do. I think Larger in Life goes above this album, and then his other work like Wasteland. I think genuinely, if I were to rate this as someone who's listened to music for a while, I would say I would give it 6.5, almost like a, yeah, I would say like a 6.5. I It's a good album. I just don't think if I would just put this on someone that has a different music taste than what this implies, I think it would confuse them and not make them like it than putting this album onto someone that listens to this kind of music but has never heard of this artist. And I think the best thing you can do when you're putting someone like onto something is putting them on to an artist. Like that's hard to do, but if you do it to the right person, it feels nice because you know that they're gonna like it. And music's a powerful thing. I don't mean to sound cringy, but it is. But with all that being said, I think this album's at 6.5 out of 10. Um, if I was rating it as a Brent Faiyaz fan, I would say, yeah, this album's perfect. I love it. 9 out of 10. There's some flaws. Like I said, it seems like he's trying to make it too perfect. But anyways, that's all I gotta say. I'll be reviewing the Baby Keem album, Casino. I think that's what it's called. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.